We now have Mr. Sharik Naeem from the University of Central Punjab, Lahore, and he's sitting in 88.
Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, today, as a result of spread of cultural, political, economic and social activities across national boundaries and the increasing integration of internationally dispersed activities, we are living in a world called a global community. This global community has given us principles of free trade, capital mobility and global competition in a single global market, which apparently all promise to be the harbingers of modernization and development. But so far this promise remains unfulfilled. Over the years, there has been an increasing economic and social gap between countries and within countries, which has led the rich to become richer and the poor to become poorer. For instance, in 1985, the average income per person in the richest country was 76 times greater than that of the poorest, and only a decade later in 97, it became 228 times greater. Apart from this wealth gap, there has been an amplification in the trade gap as well. Although it's true that the value of world trade today is 17 times greater than it was 50 years ago, but Latin America's share in world trade has fallen from 11 to 5%. Africa's share in world trade has fallen from 8 to only 2%. Moreover, today, just 200 giant corporates are dominating a quarter of the economic activity of our global community. General Motors is bigger than Denmark. Ford has a larger budget than entire South Africa. This is the global community we are living in. And certainly living in it is difficult, but that is the only option we have. Ladies and gentlemen, to live together in this global community, the first thing that needs to be done is that the international community must ensure that all countries progress side by side and hand in hand. And for that, the developed countries must apply the same principles on a global level which boosted their economies and prosperities long ago. For instance, in their race to industrialize, developed nations enjoyed the benefits of patent-free technology, which today is hindering the progress of the third world. The second aspect is that having witnessed the new colonial rampage in Iraq and Afghanistan in the recent years, the need of the hour is to establish an international front both against wars and sanctions. And I believe Pakistan can play a key role in initiating the establishment of such an international front. The third point I would like to make is that in this global era where the United Nations Development Report has stated that American domination over world cultural markets has been intensified over the years, what we need to do is that we as a nation must define our cultural values and norms, and the government must chalk out a long-term strategy both for the preservation and promotion of those values. The fourth point that I would like to add is that we must learn and educate the masses about the fact that diversity in this global community is as important and as healthy as diversity in any other ecosystem. The next fifth point is that we need to promote foreign languages on a national level. Just as English needs to be promoted to improve our links with the West, Arabic language should also be promoted on a national level to improve and enhance our ties with the countries in the Gulf. The sixth most important point is that to live and survive in this global community, we need to have a proper economic structure in place. And the need of the hour is for the government to explore and experiment alternative economic structures, especially those provided by Islam. Because the current economic structure and its policies have some serious flaws which are unsolvable at present. Just for one instance, the example of the loans that we have been taking from IMF and the World Bank. The similitude of that is that for every $1 we have borrowed as loan, we have paid back 12 and yet still owe 16. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, embedded in this word global community is a concept of a shared place. And together with mutual tolerance and respect, we can make this shared place worthwhile for all its members. Thank you.
Thank you. I now